What's up, guys? MisterWaterMelon here, and today I'm bringing you guys a LEGO Star Wars set review. This is going to be for the Ultimate Collector Series Slave 1. This set is 75060, contains 1,996 pieces, retails for $200 US. I'm not going to waste any more time, guys. As you can see, I'm not even going to try to fit the whole Slave 1 in the shot for the moment. Let's dive into the minifigures first. We're going to start off with the most basic one, which is the Stormtrooper. The same Stormtrooper that we get in the Imperial Star Destroyer. He's a very cool minifigure. I assume he's going to become more and more common as the years go by, because this is a brand new design for the Stormtrooper, and this is the only other set he comes in besides the Imperial Star Destroyer. Very cool minifigure that they added. Next up, we're going to do the Bespin Guard. This is obviously another redesign of the Bespin Guard. He's got some very nice gold printing, as you can see, highlighted there on the front, as well as the back. And there is his face, very friendly looking. And he does come with a small pistol, no leg printing. And the reason that it comes with the Bespin Guard and the Stormtrooper so that you can transport all Han Solo and Carbonite into the Slave 1. We have seen this piece before. It is not new. This is actually the first time that I'm getting this piece, so it's new for me. But this piece has been around for quite a while. And obviously you can put Han Solo in the back of it using those little hand clips. I'm a really big fan of this Carbonite block. It's very cool. And next up we do have our Han Solo, who is about to be frozen. This is a new minifigure because he has new face printing. This is face printings. Same torso print, no back print, no leg print. He does have this face, his new I'm about to be frozen face, and on the other side he has his I just got frozen face. That's pretty funny that they included that. And it does drive the value up at the set quite a bit that they included 3 minifigures that they really didn't have to include. They're really for play features. That's the sole purpose of those minifigures. And now we are going to get into the attraction to the set, which is Boba Fett. Obviously, as all of us know, Boba Fett hasn't had arm printing since Cloud City, and now he's got arm printing once again. This is a very, very awesome Boba Fett. They pretty much maxed him out with everything they could do, almost everything they could do. He has this little weapon, which is just a lightsaber hilt, and this space blaster. It's not new. I mean, the pieces aren't new, but the design is newish. So now we can see Boba Fett without the blaster. I'm also going to take this pauldron, which is very cool. I'm going to take it off to show you the other arm printing. And his back printing as well, so give me one sec. And now we see Boba Fett without any of his accessories. And there's his face, which is just a mean version of the clone face, really. And let me see if I can really focus in on that arm printing. See if I get it to focus very well. There we go. That bounty hunter insignia is really, really cool. And there's this back printing that's behind the jetpack. The other side of the arm printing, which you've sort of seen before on the other side of Boba Fett. So this is just very, very awesomely detailed Boba Fett minifigure. It's almost a perfect Boba Fett. And the fact that they gave him arm printing for this set makes it extra, extra special. So there we have Boba Fett. Alright, so that does it for the minifigures. Now let's take a look at that little display plate. I'm actually going to take the camera off of the tripod because I really don't want to try and moving the set much at all. So there is the display plate. It is indeed a sticker, which is a little disappointing because it's very difficult to get it on. And you might be able to tell on the right side it's a little off the plate itself, so that's a little annoying. And my dad was able to find that they actually spelt tractor wrong. They spelt tracer beam. You see that right in the middle right there. Tracer beam. I assume somebody else pointed that out already. I might have even seen it, but my dad was like, that's a misprint, and I'm like, yes it is. So that is the display plate that you get on this stand for the Slave 1. And now that I got the camera off the tripod, let's take it back and take a look at how large this thing is. Yep, I can zoom out even more. There's the end of my studio, and there's the Slave 1, and there's the tripod. That is how enormous this set is. It's insane. So, to show you all the detail, I might just keep the camera off the tripod. I'm gonna see what I have to do. But for now, I'm gonna take it off of its stand, which I'm actually gonna attempt to show you the method as to how this thing gets taken off its tripod, off of its stand. So let's take the minifigures away for a second, because I really want to get into showing the details. I don't want to keep this too long. So you have to sort of lift it like this. It's not a very good set to hold, and you just simply take it out right there. It goes in through these two little holes right there, and just sort of stays in place like that. And I'm going to put the stand away, and if you flip it back, and then gently put it down, you can see the Slave 1 in its landing mode. And the wings obviously did rotate themselves, which is a very nice feature as well. So now let's just get into the details of the ship. It is obviously Dark Republic Red, as is this color right here, and then Dark Green is this color, as well as Sand Green, and as for the detail-wise of the ship. And this piece down here on the wing is actually a yellow plate down there. And the set does have various stickers all over the place. This is a sticker on the windshield. There are 2 stickers here. There's a couple on the back and on the side and on the wings. There are stickers, and as well as some of the control panels on the inside of the ship are stickers. And this thing is a sticker as well, but it's only on one side. So let's just get into showing you the features of this thing. So we're going to start up at the cockpit area, which the cockpit shield does indeed slide off. Very simple, like so. It has one peg holding it in, and these 2 pegs are for stabilization, and it's just 3 little holes right there, and it does have a little bit of brick-built stuff in there. And the cockpit itself is very detailed. I'm going to unhook and show you again what we got going on in here. We have a printing control panel with 2 stickers on the side down there, and 2 other printing control panels, and the seat does move forward and backwards like that. There is a clip for Boba Fett's blaster. It comes with an extra one, as a matter of fact, and the other one clips in right on the other side. You gotta be careful, because sometimes the blaster will come apart in the clip, but it's okay, you can just pull out the other piece. And the best part about this is Boba Fett doesn't have to have any of his accessories taken off in order to be placed inside of the Slave 1's cockpit. You do have to move this manually, though. It's not gravity oriented, but that's fine. So I usually just keep it in flight mode, because that's sort of what the Slave 1 is like. So we're just going to put this cockpit, slide it back on, just like that, and it clips back into place like so. There are 2 main hidden weapons on the Slave 1, and they fold out just like this. On that side is an extra hidden ion cannon, and it closes up like so. And flipping around to the other side, it folds out just the same way, and we have a concussion missile launcher. Very, very cool little features to just add to the value of the Slave 1 itself. All the way at the end right here, we have these twin laser cannons on either side, and this is a very nice feature in the sense that it satisfies my OCD very much so. Instead of having to move each one individually and line them up, they are connected, so they will never not be lined up. So you can rotate those as you please, and they will always stay perfectly aligned, which I do very much so enjoy. Now, coming around to the entrance of the ship, we have a little pathway going up to the door, in which you can load in our friendly Han Solo and Carbonite. The door simply flips open, and there is a clip right there, in which you see that? Pretty much. Clip on Han Solo, just like so, and close the door on him. The feature can be a little annoying sometimes. You have to make sure you clip them on just right in order for it to actually work well. So, door closes, and it opens back up. It's going to behave for me today. Very good. Thank you for behaving. Now, there is an extra little feature that it has, which I'm not going to do because it can be a pain, but if you lose Han Solo inside of the ship, there is an emergency door on the bottom of the ship that you open up, and you can sort of shake him out. You have to like reach in and Make sure he's all loose in there, whatever, because there's a lot of empty space in there, but a lot of places for him to get stuck if you just sort of shove him way into the ship. So there's a little nice emergency door in order for you to get Han Solo out if you indeed lose him that far inside of the ship itself. Now, like I sort of mentioned before, the ship can be a little tough to pick up and maneuver because it is very heavy, and it's pretty delicate as well. Around some areas, the detail can fall off. I just actually dealt with a piece falling out of the ship, which usually never happens in these LEGO sets, but this happened in this one for some reason, maybe because I was moving it around a lot. But the main way that I pick it up is by the edges right here at the base. It can be picked up other ways, and now that my shot's not even big enough for me to get the whole thing in. Let me see if I can angle it up slightly for you guys, without going too much out of the studio. And stand up the Slave One like so. There's that other piece of the blaster that I dropped in there. The piece kind of fell out. So that is how I pick up the ship itself. And now I might have just lost it. Oh well. The way I put it on the stand is I pick it up, I'll hold it by the bottom, and then this is actually stable if you hold it like this. It's actually stable as well. And while I'm back here, I might as well show you the back, because I forgot to show you the base of the ship, which is very, very detailed. Lots of minor, small little details. Usually the base of a ship is just plated, and here's that emergency door if you cared to see it. It just flips open like that and closes. And it just has a lot of cool detailing, lots of very nice engine detailing, that giant dish up there, which is the repulsor unit. And some very minor, small details that just make the ship worth it. And all these little tiny clear studs that you can see are actually what give the ship a stand when it's in landing mode. So that's pretty cool how they did that. So now I just sort of grab the stand. I showed you this a little bit before, but it hooks in to the back, just like so. And then I flip it back up and put it on the stand. Just like so. Sorry, I'm trying to get this on camera so the stand almost fell out. So there's a Slave One on its stand, and you can see, like, this is me right here. This is how big, how tall I am, and how big I am just alone. This is how big this thing is. Like, in case you can't see Boba Fett in there, this is a minifigure next to the ship. This thing is huge. Like, these are foam boards back here that I use for my studio, and it's just absolutely massive. On this display stand, it looks way more impressive than it does laying down. I thought it wouldn't look as impressive in landing mode, but it does. It looks really good. So I'm also going to go around and show you some more of the little details that I missed on the ship. Like, my wire won't get tangled here. Like on the wings, which have some just very simple, nice detailing, and that's how they rotate. This big piece doesn't rotate like in previous Slave ones. On the other side, it's just the opposite. And there's a view of the front of the ship. Those are the stickers up there. That's a sticker right there as well. And coming down and onto the stand, which is indeed a little customizable. The way that the stand is built is that the display plate's actually over here, which is a little weird in the sense that the ship would block the display plate, so you can easily move it to the other side. Just take off these little pieces and move the whole display plate over there, and it does angle a little bit if you want to. So that's just about all I gotta cover for the Slave One. I do want to show you the instruction manual. Sorry about this, real quick. The instruction manual on the box, which are cool in and of themselves. Here is the instruction manual. There is one. It is a UCS instruction manual, so there is one manual to this one, and this is part of a brand new UCS range. So in the front, it does have some information about the Slave One and about the LEGO Star Wars line in general. More info about the actual Slave One. I'm not going to show you too much of this in case you want to read it yourself when you get it. And an interview with the designer. If you guys haven't seen the design video for this set, I really suggest you check it out. He explains it very well, everything that goes on. And the rest of the interview. And then it has almost dropped the book. It has in a couple different languages as well. And the book basically has the box art, and this box is, like I tried showing in the haul, it's very big. Like, there's the set, and there's the box. If you've seen this box in real life, then you could probably get a scale of how big the set is now that you've seen it. And get your minifigures and all the play features, which there's really not many play features because it is a UCS set, but the fact that they included at least one or two is nice alone. So I do believe that that is going to do it, or just about do it. Now I actually did. I keep saying it's just about going to do it, but then there's more to show. I do want to show you the bag of extra pieces you get, which there is a lot. There's quite a lot of extra pieces. And the highlights include you do get some of this clone armor. You get you get 4 clone visors and 3 extra antennas. You get some droid arms. You get a couple G-slopes, and you do one of my favorite extra pieces that come with this. You get 2 extra black lightsaber hilts, which is very cool. Black lightsaber hilts are very useful for me at least. And you get a brick remover, brick separator as well. So am I done now? I think that's going to just about do it for this review, guys. And final thoughts, as well as whether you should get it or not. If you're a hardcore Star Wars fan and a hardcore LEGO fan, this is a set you want to have. If you don't have any other UCS sets, or you don't have any other plan to get, I highly suggest getting this one. I actually got the set for $175 because I redeemed my VIP points. So I got it for whatever that is, 12% off, something like that. So that was a good deal. So definitely a must-have. If you have that amount of money and you want to spend it all on LEGO, this is a good set to get. So that's going to now finally just about do it for this review, guys. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. What do you think of this set? Do you have it? Do you want it? All other fun thoughts in the comment section below. And be sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't for further mocks, animations, reviews, hauls, analyses, all things LEGO Star Wars are right there on Watermelon Studios. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys very much for watching once again. This has been Mr. Watermelon. Peace out, guys. One more final thing, guys. I do just want to mention that I did miss one question in the Q&A video, and I promised I would answer it in one of my next videos. So here it is. Eclivonian Warrior 355 asks, I am new to YouTube and want to make stop motion videos, so here's my question. How do you make stop motion videos? Of course, you take a bunch of pictures, but then what? So what I do is I just bring it into some sort of movie editing software. For me, it's Windows Movie Maker. If you have a Mac, then use iMovie, and set all the pictures to a very low amount of time for each one. Record your voices using Audacity, which I'm actually doing right now. Save them, export them, put them into your video, use other types of sound effects, and that's how I do it. I just use the cheapest thing possible, which is Movie Maker. I'm going to move into Final Cut eventually if I get a Mac, or even some other form of higher editing software that I will use for the future. So that's going to really do it for this video, guys. I hope I answered your question well enough, bro. Sorry for missing you once again. That's going to do it. Peace out, guys.